Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the general collective weekly reading. It is March 8th as I'm recording this. We currently have Sun in Pisces, Moon is in Scorpio. There is, or will be, if it's not already, a grand water trine. Yep, between the Sun, the Moon, and Jupiter. And also the Moon, Jupiter, and Mercury. We have both a Pisces and an Aries stellium going on right now. A lot of water energy on the board. You know, as I'm recording this and, you know, as we move throughout the week. I don't know, for some reason, this deck feels like a little lighter. For some reason. So some of you could actually be feeling, you know, lighter emotionally as well. But I'm picking that up just by, you know, using this deck. But yeah, Mars has, you know, moved into Pisces. So it's really a lot of Pisces, a lot of water, a lot of Aries. Uranus is in Taurus and Pluto is still in Neptune. And we also do have Lilith in Scorpio, which would be conjuncting the moon as well. But with that being said, we're going to just jump right on in and see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need as it pertains to the collective and the energies surrounding this week. Like I always tell you guys, take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that time as well as the energy is fluid and the energy can be vice versa or interchangeable. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I need to get my all my elements right now. Just because I like to keep all elements, you know, alive and active on this space where I do my readings. And the only one I don't have right now is fire. So I'm gonna get that going and out of the way. So yeah, let's see what's going on. Messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this. Let me get one more. Alright, so bottom of the deck we have great and full. Fourth house energy. I'm just feeling with the number 4. This card is similar to the Ace of Cups, you know, just what I pick up off it intuitively. Yeah, I feel like some of you could just be in this energy. The Ace of Cups is a card of self-love. It's a card of emotional renewal. So for some of you, that's what my guides are saying the lightness is coming from. Some of you could, just be feeling renewed emotionally within the self. Because I'm hearing all is well with you. All is well with you. And they're also playing Pharrell's Happy. So, yeah, I feel like this is your energy, collective, very strongly. Under that, then we have the Tender Embrace. And this is one of my favorite cards in this deck. And not for nothing. And I'm still trying to figure this out for myself. But what night was it? Was it Wednesday night? No, yeah, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. I was woken up out of my sleep from a dream that I had of an encounter with an elephant. And it wasn't like startling or scary or any way, but I just woke up to the elephant like meeting me forehead to forehead almost in my dream. And I woke up, and like I said, I'm still trying to allow my subconscious to process, to see what that means. But what it did make me feel like in the moment after I woke up was like almost like a feeling of being safe, being protected, being, and like this card says, tender embrace, because it was so like lovingly the way that this elephant came to me. But I also got like the strength and the resilience of an elephant, of just elephant energy. What I really just chalked it up to was right now I'm, my animal guide or, totem right now for this moment is the elephant. And elephants hold, they're known for their memory. So for some of you, you could, even though you're in this great and full energy, you could, be thinking or having, just thinking about, memories that, fill your heart. But I'm almost feeling it in a way where this is like an outside energy that's, feeling those emotions in regards to you. Because then up under that, we have a beautiful uncaging, which this card represents almost like a heart chakra opening or awakening. And then we have the smoke and mirrors. My guides are funny because they just say, yeah, that fake shit with this card. And it'll make sense with what I'm about to say. And then we have a powerful move. Yeah, I feel like someone is moving away from this smoke and mirrors energy by way of this beautiful uncaging. It almost feels like there's some type of revealing or expression of the heart that's coming forward. For some of you that, someone could have been hiding with this smoke and mirrors, or, placing like a facade over, or an illusion, or even in a way like this is what they were contributing to. Yeah, because then we have a powerful move and a willing release. And this powerful move is also coming through as like the tower energy, like it's breaking or dismantling the smoke and mirrors. So the smoke and mirrors, whatever that fake shit is, whether it's for you or someone in regards to you, like I always tell y'all, take it how it resonates. Whatever someone was involved in is being broken down via the tower, almost to the point where they're whatever happens within this tower, it has to be a willing release, because like I always say, when the tower comes, it's necessary. You can't stop it, you can't try to like prevent it. When the tower energy shows up, it's here and it's going to do what it's going to do. So it's almost like someone, whatever this tower is dismantling, they're gonna have to, like, in a way, let it go. So this smoke and mirrors is being dismantled by this powerful move, which is leading to this beautiful uncaging, some type of emotional or heart expression. It could, like with this tender embrace, that's almost like a Two of Cups lover's energy. So it could be in regards to a connection. It doesn't have to be romantic. I feel like that is almost like, I feel like something is coming to join you. Yeah. Because whoever is in this energy, I'm getting like with quieting the mind. This person is like, it's almost like they don't have peace of mind as long as this smoke and mirrors energy is still here. Because this almost feels like the Seven of Swords and the Four of Swords energy that I'm feeling. And this tower coming to the smoke and mirrors with the willing release, it's almost going to like bring in that peace of mind that I'm feeling with quiet in the mind. Because it feels like this person or you is, like, has a lot going on in their mental space. So let's see what's going on, Spirit. Oh, too many. What's the overall energy as it pertains to the collective and the energy for this week? Yeah, that could be this Mercury retrograde. Too many energy that I'm feeling for whoever this may be for. Whether it's you or just someone you're energetically connected to. Yeah, see? And then we have that Close Encounters card. And the Four of Swords is also healing too, because now that I'm, thinking about it, that smoke and mirrors and the quieting the mind, I said it felt like the Seven of Swords and the Four of Swords. And in between that would be the Three of Swords. But the Four of Swords heals the Three of Swords as well. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have healing the heart energy. So with this Close Encounters, I don't know if this is going to be physical. The way I'm like feeling it truthfully is almost like a conversation. Oh, too many, Spirit. What other messages do we need? Yeah, earth magic. So for some of you, this is just confirmation that it may be like because they're telling me face to face. So this may be physical in person with earth magic here. And we have the Rose's Kiss at the bottom. Yeah, this may be like a face-to-face conversation or encounter. Can I get one more, please, Spirit? Ooh. Then we have the Seeing Beyond. Heavy third eye chakra energy. And And then we have, again, at the bottom, a powerful move. This seeing beyond makes me feel like, it almost makes me feel like Aquarian energy, like futuristic. I feel like for some of you, there may be talks of like plans of either the future and or of like what somebody wants to, bring, forward and do in the future. But it's all coming, I feel like this may even be you, collective. This is all coming by way of like your third eye. And for some of you, it could be dreams, but it also feels very physical as well. So I pulled open the book, and it says the key concepts are vision, the capacity to imagine something, to look beyond the material, beyond the obvious, the realm of the transpersonal, options and possibilities, getting out of your own way, and discarding your projected outcomes. And it says, do you consider things only within the framework of what you already know? Or can you allow yourself to see beyond into the vastness of potential? We are all gifted with the magical ability of imagination, and when we open to it, we become a conduit for a divine vision greater than our own. There are two ways to view the world and co-create with it. One is from a face value perspective. What you see is what you get. The second is allowing your imagination to see beyond what something is right now and move into a place that doesn't yet exist in the material world. In this cosmic playground of possibilities, you see into a future where anything you imagine has the potential to become real. If you use your imagination faithfully and consciously, avoiding the traps of fearful projection and drama, you can connect to any reality you truly want to experience. When you open yourself even further, you're often gifted with a divine vision. As a practice, you can reimagine the vision over and over to strengthen it. As you channel these visions through you, you become a superconductor for the world. Today, know that your vision, what you imagine forming in the invisible, will be delivered into the material world. Don't worry about the timing of things. That is in the hands of the universe. Your job is to continue to imagine, take a few steps forward, then imagine some more. The universe's job is to make it real. What a fabulous partnership. Yeah. So for some of you, not for nothing, you could be like manifesting, another person, or materializing, into your physical reality, another person. It could be a new person. It could be someone. For some of you, I feel like this is someone that you already know. Um, But for some of you, like again, it almost feels like this seeing beyond is you. So for some of you, like I just explained to y'all in the beginning of the reading, how I had a dream about that elephant. I don't know exactly what it means, but it means something. And then to see that card coming out, like I'm not exempt from this energy. Sometimes I notice that, well, most of the time I have already gone through the energy that I'm reading, but sometimes like I'm right with it too. So I'm not exempt from this energy as a reader, or just because I'm a reader. But, like I be having to figure out my shit too. Like, yeah, but for some of you, you could, be in that energy. You could have had a vision, you could have had a dream, but it almost feels like, yeah, something is, I want to say like being made real for you. And if this is in like regards to another person, um, how can I say this? You can sense this tower that they're having. Yeah, you may be able to sense this tower energy with a powerful move. But let's see. What's going on, Spirit? As it pertains to this energy instead for the collective. What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this week? They're wanting me to do 3 rows, 3 columns. I get one more. And I'm not going to do jumping cards. I'm just going to lay them out. So let's start with the heart of the matter. Ooh, the 8 of Swords. This is something that you don't see coming. For some of you. Others of you, this is the energy of, someone that could be, being trapped in fear or trapped within like a certain mindset or mentality, where we read with the seeing beyond, like someone could be, it almost feels like, I don't want to say not using their imagination, but, or, even tapping into it, but someone that is very, stuck or even fixated on seeing things just one way. And if that is not the way I'm feeling it for you, like if this is, an outside energy, they are with this tower, like it's almost giving them, or almost, I don't even want to say like forcing, but it's making them utilize their, their third eye energy in a way to like see other options, other opportunities, other perspectives. Because although like I felt the Aquarius energy, Aquarius is fixed air. They have a fixed way of thinking, communicating, and analyzing certain things. But the 8 of Swords, is looked at typically as like a mental prison of your own making. You being, stuck or in fear of, thoughts that you created on your own. And there's almost like a comfortability in it. I feel that sometimes with the 8 of Swords, like you're comfortable in it, so you don't want to, like step out, although you can, although you don't have to be stuck. This is like, and I hate to say it like this, but this is almost like someone willingly like wanting to be and I mean this in the most sincere way, like dumb, deaf, blind sheep. and weak. Like they're choosing this. Because if you look at it, you don't have to. You don't have to be in this position. But it's almost like I said, some people like it. Some people view this as a safe position. But it's very limited. It's very restricting, as you can see. But again, because it's like it's the energy of not wanting to. Hmm. Well, let's see what we got here. Look, Two of Cups, the Queen of Cups, feminine water energy, the Page of Pentacles. And just with this top row, this is exactly like what I have, like what I've been feeling. This is that new perspective coming in. For some of you, if you're in the feminine energy, it is regarding a connection, but you're showing up as this Queen of Cups. For some of you, like I said, if you are this feminine energy and you're in this seeing beyond, because it's almost like your intuition, your third eye, this is that great and full energy. You don't see this person, and it doesn't have to be one person. It could be multiple people coming in to like almost like it almost feels like they want to show you what they've realized with this Page of Pentacles here. And I want to say in the last reading that I did, the weekend vibe, the energy came through of someone that, the feminine energy had seen it all along. So it's like if that energy is coming back up here now. So if that's the case and you're this feminine energy, it's almost like you've known, like you've already been in this mindset mentality. You've already been here. So it's like I mean, they wouldn't be telling you anything new. They won't be telling you something that you don't know. But that's what it feels like. Like it feels like whoever is seeing or gaining a new perspective, they're wanting to come in and share that with you. Because again, like this Eight of Swords is bringing me to this butterfly in this cage. Like stuck by choice. What else do we have? Look. The Tower. And the Death card, which is Moon and Scorpio, or Scorpio energy, and that's where the Moon is right now. So yeah, someone, like I said already, this powerful move and this Tower energy is here. So some type of connection. I feel like it's happening like this. Thank you, Spirit. There's a feminine energy here who is truly just enjoying, in a good space emotionally, I'll say. Emotionally and possibly even in the physical realm. Who, is just so focused on them, like they're not, it's not like the Eight of Swords, it's not like they're avoiding anything, they're just, or you, if you're resonating as a feminine energy, you're not, like, I almost want to say physically privy to this energy going on. And whoever it's going on with. But what's happening is this Tower. Because this person could fear the change. But this Tower is breaking them out of this Eight of Swords, which brings in this new perspective with the Death card, the change and transformation. But it's also revealing this connection to this person. Then we have have the Two of Wands. Oh, there it is, the Seven of Swords and the Star, that Aquarius energy. Here's the Smoke and Mirrors. And then with the Two of Wands here, this is like almost like that willing release energy, where this person is, you know, choosing to, they really, if they want this new beginning, because you see how he's holding the Ace of Swords, they have to let this Tower do what the Tower is going to do. But it's almost like the aftermath of this Tower. This connection is almost like, the way that I'm feeling it, the only thing that's left standing. I don't know why I feel it like that. This Seven of Swords could be like, again, like, it could be the energy of a facade. It could also be the energy of someone not wanting to like look at their past actions in regards to a Queen of Cups energy. Because the way I'm feeling this energy, I want to do this and I want to do this. Like, I don't want, like, the cards, just how they feel energetically, don't even want to be next to this Queen. I almost feel like there's a buffer around this Queen. All right. Because there's some truth here that's missing. Either someone not wanting to face the truth or acknowledge the truth of what they've done or actions that they've taken. For some of them, I'm hearing lies that they've told in regards to this Queen. Because really, this Two of Wands in the Tower is almost giving me the energy of like, well, might as well just face the music. But it's also helping this person to see that change, a change in perspective, is like the transformation as well as healing with the Star energy that they needed. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands, which is forward movement. For some of you, it's communication. I feel like I said, for some of you, this is an energy that you don't see coming, and it's coming towards you with this Eight of Wands. And like for a lot of you, I feel like it could be messages or a conversation that's coming towards you. With the Page of Cups up under that, it could possibly be an apology, but it's ultimately an expression of emotion. It could be from someone who is, you know, separated from you. With the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, there's a 5 in between. But it's almost like if this person is wanting to collaborate and work with you, they're going to have to put in the energy, the time, the energy, and the effort, because it's almost like those are the connections, the type of connections that you're dealing with right now, reciprocal connections. Otherwise, you know, it's almost like if it's not reciprocated, I can't have, you know, no parts of it. Speaking for this feminine energy here, like yep. There's that Ace of Swords, and it's almost like that Ace of Swords that they're missing. They know that between this 8 and the 7, they know that. And then look, so they know they gotta take some type of action here with that Ace of Wands. It almost feels like going in a new direction. But we'll see. Let's see. Can you give me one for this Queen of Cups? Queen of Cups. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Oh, we have one for both. flipped over though. Can I get one for the Queen of Cups? The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, emotionally and physically, this queen is set. Very grounded, very emotionally intelligent, very intuitive, very there's a good balance between like practicality and emotions. This is someone who is what my guides are saying is focused on living in alignment with themselves. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. And I feel this is how you're being looked at by whoever this outside energy is. Yeah, because like I said, I feel that boundary. Like someone could be trying to figure out how to get through this boundary of yours. And it's not even that you may not even have a physical boundary. This person could think that they're blocked for you they're not. It's just your energy is emitting that I don't have time for the bullshit. I don't have time for it. With the Seven of Wands and the Five of Swords, like, yeah, that's not, you know how, oh my God, what movie is that? Is it Bad Boys? And it's Bad Boys 2. And he said, the devil is not welcome here. Yeah. Can I get another one for this Queen of Cups? Look at this, y'all. I cannot make this shit up. Yeah. This feminine energy is definitely an Empress. This, here's the shield that I was feeling, or like the bubble, is Temperance, which is spirit, keeping this feminine very calibrated between, all of the elements. But it's almost coming through as like a protection, divine intervention around this feminine energy. What's at the bottom? Yeah, ooh. And whoever is on the outside is just like, damn. And the spirit is like, it's almost like spirit and your energy is like telling this person like, no, like, They're giving me Menace to Society when Kane was in the interrogation room and the cop told, or the detective said to him, he said, you know you done fucked up now, don't you? And that's like what this Five of Cups is saying, like, yeah, from the King of Cups. Yeah, and this, like, again, I'm telling y'all, this feminine energy is all of the queens. So she's definitely showing up as an Empress, but this Five of Cups is tied to a masculine water energy. But then we have the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. So this feminine, like, and I was gonna say, like, if you're how you're showing up in the physical realm, or the energy that is most prominent for this feminine right now, is the Queen of Swords. And she has, male or female doesn't matter, but for the purposes of the card, she has let it be known, like, this is, I'm only accepting this Ace of Cups, that great and full energy we started out with. And it's almost like people are like, or this person with the Seven of Pentacles is like, can I, wondering if they could even, in a way, like, offer that with the Seven of Pentacles. Because this person may feel like they don't have anything to offer someone, like, and this is crazy, like, You just have like, I feel like whoever this feminine is, they have basic standards. But it's almost like if whoever is in this energy, a masculine or whoever, they feel like if they can't provide you nothing physically, then they don't have nothing to offer, and that might be that limited perspective. And it's like, no, you like, I said this before, and if there's any physical males that come along this reading, and I know everyone is like not like this. I know there are some good guys out there that technically they know this, so I wouldn't even be talking to them. If any female requires you like to provide for them physically, financially, like materially, you really need to take a look at that. You really need to like see why someone would even want you to provide that for them, and why that has to be like a requirement. Because whoever this feminine energy is, they're just looking for the basic minimums, the shit that you shouldn't even have to ask for, the shit that is clear, that comes with any type of relationship, what type of partnership. It's the basics. So it's almost like, again, I said with the Seven of Pentacles, this person feels like, or could feel, that they need to provide physically or monetarily, and or that's what they've been used to doing, but they're seeing that it has got them nothing. It leaves you worse off than where you started, if you ask me. But for all the males out there, take a good look at these, at certain, and like, as a woman, I can say this because, and I believe I've even said it before, nobody should be required or obligated to take care of your basic necessities. You want your hair done, go get your hair done. You want your nails done, go get your nails done. You want that pocketbook, those sneakers, whatever, go get it yourself. And if you can't get it yourself, don't fix your lips to ask a man for it. Because first of all, when did it, or like, that ain't never been cool to not be able to provide for yourself, to really look and think that somebody else is supposed to do it for you. And guys, start looking at those women, because what do they have to offer you if you're the one providing everything? All they should be truly showing, all that is truly should be, all that is truly showing you is that this is someone who can't sustain without you. That's not a partner. That's a bill. That's a liability. And we ain't got time for that. Real women know. And if and I get like some men, I've encountered it, because I'm that kind of woman. Like, I don't need you to get my nails done. I don't need you to get my hair done. That's not your responsibility as my man. Your responsibility as my man is to be there emotionally for me, to be there and with me spiritually. I don't even need you to physically protect me. I need you to protect me in other ways. There are other assets that a man can offer a woman that has nothing to do with this physical realm. I need you to be competent. I need you to be able to comprehend some shit. I need you to, make a plan, or even if we were to like exchange ideas, I'll tell you how to, move about it. It's more to life than just like this physical shit. And that's why, like, there's a lot of people like, I can't fuck with you, because I don't need that type of stuff. What I need from you, you can't go into a store and get it. So if you feel that all you can provide for me is something that you can go and get, and thinking that that's gonna win me over, good luck with that shit. But no, And as a lady, look at the men that want you to cook and clean and do all this. No, your mother didn't teach you how to do that. Cause I'm not no maid either. The fuck. And you know what, and I think, like, I can only speak for the way that I was raised, but I seen, my parents, they were in the kitchen together. They cooked meals for us together. Or they were never with, how can I say this? They always, everything was always inclusive. Even though, we had chores, if my mom came home, for whoever came home from work first, they would start the dinner. The other one would sit with us and get our homework done. Like, or they would swap off even in the middle of doing that. One person would be like, oh, let me do this, and oh, I don't know how to do this homework, this is your field, here, you take this, I'll finish dinner. Like, that's how I grew up. That's what I grew up seeing, and I'm not going to apologize for that. So it's almost like my, just personally, my experience was different, so I have different requirements. We never, in our household, bills was never, even if we couldn't afford something or we couldn't pay it as children, we didn't know that. That wasn't something, that was something that my parents, would talk about when we were out of the room, or, so we never felt anything. And I'm not saying, like, it's just it's a whole mentality that comes with people like that. Like I was describing, of the females that have all these requirements and standards but couldn't uphold it by themselves, and the men that think that they're just supposed to be, a woman is their second mom. No, that shit does not, it don't stand. Not, no, not today. Like, you gotta be think more of yourself than to think that that's your role in both situations. Otherwise, you're just settling. And I feel real bad for the men that go through this, because you settling and it's costing you. Nah, that's not. Mm-mm. That don't work this way. Can I get one for this Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords? Look, the Three of Swords tried to come out. The Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords. Yeah, the Hierophant. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. This is like how, almost like the energy of someone, like how they were brought up. Like, because what I'm getting off of this card is like the tradition, or someone that comes from a foundation of control, either being controlled or wanting to have control over situations. It's something that they've almost like been ingrained with, it makes me want to say. Because in both situations that I described, if a woman can make you do all that, she's controlling you. And vice versa. If a man got you doing all this cooking, cleaning, and all of that, and he ain't doing nothing but sitting around playing a game or driving around in your car, or you doing everything, he's controlling you. So, and it's not just male to female. This could be for all different types of situations. Friend to friend, family member to family member, whatever the case may be. But there's almost like a knowing with the Fool and the King of Swords that a breaking away from that, a breaking free from that is needed to regain like your own personal control of yourself. So we're going to look at this Tower, and then we'll grab the guidance and advice. Tell me this Tower. Why is this Tower here? Tower. The Ten of Cups. And the Four of Swords at the bottom. Yeah, so this tower, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's showing someone what it's supposed to be like when things are shared. Because that's what the Ten of Cups is. It comes after the 9, which is having that, emotional fulfillment for the self. But when you get to the 10, it's something that you share with others. It's showing someone how, like, what it's supposed to be like is what I feel. Yeah. But it's almost like before this masculine can truly enjoy this piece as a gift, really, they have to recognize it as such. They have to be willing to take the opportunity to just allow this tower to happen. And then it almost makes me feel like, especially with this Empress here, how can I say this? With this process, they'll turn into an emperor and then an emperor for themselves or within themselves. And then it's automatically going to, attract them to this feminine energy who sits as the Empress. Like it makes me want to say like it's automatic. You'll start aligning with that frequency, but this masculine has to do it first. Because in the back of their mind, they know that they want to run towards this feminine, but it's like not with all of this shit going on. One more for the Tower. Listen, I can't make this shit up. How shit is supposed to work. The Three of Pentacles, teamwork, collaboration. The beginning of a foundation. And then look. The Queen of Swords. Look. What did I say, y'all? I told y'all that feminine energy. Like, you gotta show as this emperor or not at all. And they know it. With the King of Swords and the Fool energy. They know it. Look at this. Don't make no sense. They got to come out of this fixed way of thinking with the King of Swords and really, truly harness their power in a way that is beneficial for them. Because this queen, this feminine energy, she can recognize it because she's the Empress. One more. Oh. I feel like this person wants to, I feel like they want to talk. I don't know why I feel that so strongly. Can I get one for this Two of Cups? The Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here? Oh. All the cards are just falling. Hold on, y'all. The Two of Cups, please, Spirit. We have a King of Pentacles. Yeah, and see, this is making me feel like for some of you, this person only knows how to show up in connections as a King of Pentacles. And it's almost like they're wondering why that's not working with you. And it goes back to what I was just explaining. Like they only know how to show up or provide in a physical, financial, or material way. And they need to move past that mentality. They need to put that shit to bed because it's hurting their connections. Actually, we have the Ten of Swords with the Chariot coming out, and then the Five of Swords. Like it could just be, it could be like, again, that need to control. It could be, you know, that ego thing as well with the Five of Swords. But their ego, like it can no longer drive, and at least in this connection with you, or you them, however it resonates for you. Give me one more. What about this Chariot? Yeah, it stops them. It's a blockage. It's like a wall in between this masculine and a feminine energy because of this. Give me one more, please. Or, you know, even in just connections that they have. And it's like, yeah, Judgment. Again, I want to say the last reading ended with Judgment. They gotta, you know, decide to call it out within them and then take the action. Oh yeah, one more. What why this Judgment here? Really, why the yeah, because hold on. If this person keeps trying to move forward this way, this is why it creates the blockages within their connections. Any type of connections they have, for some of you specifically, a connection that they have with you. So Judgment is here saying like, hey, it's time to take a look at this. It's time to, you know, get rid of it, whatever the case may be. But the Chariot is also, because like there's balance, there's dark and the light. So I feel like this Chariot can go in two different ways. It's not to say that this King of Pentacles energy is bad, but it can't be the only energy you have. You have to have all four kings to be the emperor. You can't just move out of one facet of yourself. So can I get another one for this Chariot? Because I feel like there's another side. This masculine is needing balance, yeah. And with the Page of Swords, they're seeing that. Give me one more for the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. Too many. Why is the Page of Swords here? Too many, Spirit. They could just be trying to get more information or figuring out which it would be the best route to go for them. Hold on. One more, please, Spirit. For this Page of Swords. Too many. OMG, these cards just want to keep falling. The Page of Swords. This person, like I said, they either have a lot to say, a lot that they want to say. The Three of Cups. I feel like this person, that's what it is. Because I was going to say the direction is to basically either keep showing up in this energy or going in a direction where they realize that they have to like almost separate from what, like, people, places, or an environment with the Three of Cups that, like, almost made this okay with the Three of Cups and the Five of Swords. It's almost like they have to surround themselves with better. Because it's almost giving me like that birds of a feather energy. But, and they're seeing with the sun that even like people, it could be people from their past, people that they associate or align themselves with, seeing that the smoke and mirrors, here it is. That it wasn't real. It was actually keeping them from true connections. And I can even feel this Chariot and Seven of Wands in the way where this person has to move forward in a way where they're resisting just showing up in this energy, because the Emperor rides in the Chariot. But it has to be a conscious choice with the Judgment here. I feel like this person is very like fragmented. Almost in a way like they're not whole as this Nine of Pentacles, which would lead to, if they go through this process and do it the right way, it would bring them to, you know, being whole within themselves. But I feel like this person is just like very just all over the place. Like their energy is just everywhere. And what's the guidance and advice, Spirit? Look, I can't make this shit up. The smoke and mirrors and the beautiful uncaging. So let's read that, and then that will be the reading. Give me one for this beautiful uncaging, Spirit. Why is this here? Too many. And they actually said take them, so I will. Alright. Where's the book? 14. Beautiful uncaging. So it says the key concepts the key concepts. The prison of guilt, which is that Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords combo here. A need for self-inventory, rigorous honesty, accountability, and making amends. At this time, you are being called to assess where guilt is playing a part in your life. Recognize how it's affecting you and others and address it so you can release yourself from its grip. Guilt is a powerful emotional state capable of transforming difficult situations. It keeps you accountable for your actions when you've done something that causes harm. However, it could also feed a self-sabotaging cycle that fosters codependency and a distorted sense of personal power. And that is that Nine of Pentacles that we just seen after that Seven of Cups. Self-blame can lead to behaviors that perpetuate low self-worth. Have you done or said something for which you need to make amends? Have you disregarded a boundary or broken a promise? Guilt can make you aware of potential ways you have given injury and show you how to redress the transgression. When you sincerely admit you are wrong and begin the process to fix it, this is an act of accountability, responsibility, and liberation. Take a moment now to consider when you have harmed others or yourself. This knowledge will free you from the story you tell about it, so you're able to connect with truthful remorse. Now is the time for rigorous honesty as you take a self-inventory with a neutral state of mind. The Four of Swords. A good question to ask yourself now is why the guilt is there. You may be taking on a burden that is not even yours to carry. Pay attention, take action, and uncage yourself from the prison of your own making. Shut up, Spirit. You know, I just... Whew. And what we have here, the Fool and the Empress. This energy is coming towards the feminine energy. Someone is going to take a leap of faith. They're going to take a risk, some type of action. Like I said, for some of you, it could be an apology. It could be like some type of conversation. What's at the bottom of this deck? Yeah, it could involve, you know, them actually traveling, getting away from that Five of Swords energy. Yeah, this could definitely be the energy of someone coming back around. With the Six of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. And then here's that Five of Swords. I almost feel like someone is wanting to, like, in a way, like, recreate something. I don't know why I feel that, but that energy is here. Or they could even be coming and saying, like, you know, telling you about that Five of Swords energy they were in. Or why they were in it. Because for some of them, you know, they did to you what was done to them. Simplest way to put it. But as always, y'all, I thank you all for tuning in with me. I definitely hope that everyone enjoys the week ahead and is safe. I hope it resonated for some of you, and if not, it just wasn't your story, and that's fine. And I will see y'all all on the next one. Alright? Later.